Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This has been about a month since I made any NASCAR Authentics videos, and probably close, if not 2 months, to the last time I did any specific wave. The last video I did on Authentics was all of the liquid color cars you see sitting all next to each other over there. That was the last video, and that was back in December. I think I literally posted that on December 31st. But anyway, here is all of Wave 11. Finally, I've been collecting these since mid-December. Kind of same thing with Wave 12 as well. I'll just say now I am 5 cars in to Wave 12, so I think I have 3 or 4 left. I forget which now. And I've had those for quite a while as well. But I finally finished out Wave 11. It's about time, and that's what this video is about. So I have them in order of how they are on the back of packaging. If you haven't noticed in previous waves, that's how I do it, just because, I don't know, it looks better, I guess. More organized. So anyway, we have Ryan Blaney's Pennzoil car. And we have Martin Truex's raced version of his Auto Club win. And it's weird because they brought back the race winner cards, as you can see next to him, Kevin Harvick. And these are obviously the same wave, but this one doesn't have a card, which is weird. And at first I thought, oh, there's a lot of damage on this car. And then I watched the replay of the race, and no, the car really didn't have any damage. The reason why there's nothing here is because that was 5-hour energy, and that's why it looks weird. Although I can't explain why half of the Bass Pro Shops logo is missing down here. But anyway, already mentioned the Kevin Harvick car here with the winner's card for winning the All-Star race. And he has pretty much his standard Jimmy John's car. And we have another race version that doesn't have a card. It is Joey Logano's Talladega win. I believe this is Talladega win. I don't know because there's not a card. And I don't feel like looking it up right now. But yeah, as you can see, tons of confetti. We have, I think, the 4th Kasey Kahne car of 2018 here. That's the most that the 95 has probably ever had. I don't know if the Levine Family Racing has ever had more than one car per year, if that. Sometimes they probably didn't have one diecast, and now we have 4 because Kasey Kahne. So that's cool. We have the Kyle Larson McDonald's car here. Pretty much same paint scheme as McMurray's, but obviously 42. We have the 2018 version of the Little Caesars car. I have the 2017 version also to compare it with, because, you know, I like comparing old cars to newer ones. Here is the William Byron car, one that you, if you watch the video with the liquid color cars, you already saw this in the packaging, because I had to compare it to something, but I didn't want to open it yet. And this is the most recent one to finish off the wave, is the Kyle Busch Memorial Day, I believe is Memorial Day car. The red, white, and blue, the hat. Was it Memorial Day or was it 4th of July? I'm not actually sure. There is something on the back. It says 18 and 18. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to mean. Can someone let me know if you do know, because I'm not really sure. But anyway, let's get all of these open. Okay, so here we are. We have 3 comparisons here as well. But let's start from the top. We have a magnet for Ryan Blaney's Pennzoil car. There's clearly a lot of room for it. I really need a new magnet board at some point. But anyway, this is the Pennzoil car. As I mentioned, you have a nice splitter, nice neon splitter, and of course, the paint pattern itself for the scheme is pretty good as well all around. Is it wrong in saying that Ryan Blaney has the best paint schemes of 2018? And tires obviously just add to it as well. So that's that car. Now you have the Auto Club winner of Martin Truex Jr. And there's your magnet, which I'm probably not going to display because I already have one of these on the magnet board. And of course, I don't want to overpopulated with too many of these just because they're literally duplicates. And I obviously need to make room for other stuff, other magnets. So here is the Truex car. As you can see, there is confetti on it. I feel like the one side where there's half of Bass Pro Shops, I really feel like that's a mistake. Because realistically, there was no damage on this car. Very little, if any. There's a tiny bit of tape on the grill, too. That's cool. There's nothing to do with the damage, by the way. I'm just mentioning that. And, of course, the car looks weird when it's supposed to have 5-hour energy on it and just doesn't. You have another instance of that in Wave 12, as we'll see whenever I make that video, whenever I get all the cars for that. And there's the weird Bass Pro Shops thing. I don't know if that's like it on all of them or what. But yeah, that's that. And now we move on to Kevin Harvick winning last year's All-Star race. There's your details. Second All-Star win. And now there's not a lot of damage on here, but there's very minor damage that you can tell. Right here, you can see a little bit of gray. They do a really good job with this damage, by the way, as well. Especially if it's just minor damage, they do really good work. I feel like the minor damage actually looks better than if a car is completely destroyed. Because if a car is completely destroyed, they literally just like overlay black on the car, and it doesn't look that great. You have some roof damage for some reason. Some on the hood, you have some tape. Have some dirt on the side. Wonder if a lot of this so-called damage is just grass now that I think about it, from like celebrating. I feel like that's what especially on like the roof and hood, how that got there was probably from celebrating in the grass. Anyway, there's your Jimmy John's winning car with how many win stickers over there? 5 at the time. Yeah. Now I move on to Joey Logano's Talladega win. There's a ton of confetti on this one. One thing that you'll notice about this is that the paint scheme itself, obviously minus the confetti, the paint scheme itself is a little different because normally you would have Pennzoil here as well, but this paint scheme happens to have Auto Trader over here, so that's good. You have technically a different paint scheme along with this. Now, I'm not necessarily fond of all of the confetti on here. I think it's good when you do have confetti on a race win car, but this is a little much. Although I know they're going for realism, and this is actually how the car looked in victory lane, so I can't really like fault Lionel for that one. But like that's a lot of confetti. But yeah. So that's that. Now I move on, as I said, to the 4th Kasey Kahne car of 2018. The signature on it, 95 Fire Department, City of New York. Use this in Watkins Glen, I believe, which would make sense. New York, you know. Even though Watkins Glen is 6 to 7 hours from the city. Trust me, I've made the trip out there. I know how far away it is. It was at least 6 hours from my house, which is an hour west of New York City. So, probably close to 7 hours there. But anyway, this is, and you have keep back 200 feet, just like a real fire truck on the back. And there you go. Pretty cool paint scheme. We have a roof shot, FDNY, FDNYfoundation.org. Whoa. So we're 5 out of the 9 in. And here we have, next one, we have Kyle Larson's McDonald's car, magnet. Now, here's a comparison just to prove a point. I'm not going to go in depth on this one because my point is that they're literally the same, just different numbers. That's my point. Or are they? Is the side a little tiny different? No, it's not. It's the same. Okay, so yeah, this is the car. As I said multiple times, same as McMurray's car, so not too much to talk about. Although it is a nice paint scheme, I will give it that. Remember, I'm using this in Bristol. Not sure if he used it any other times. But yeah. Next we have Little Caesars, another magnet here. And here's a quick comparison. Pretty much it's different. Logo's smaller on the new one. There's the orange stripes. The designs on the side are different drastically. And still paired with Mountain Dew and Napa. All the sponsors are where they were last year. And yeah. So, anyway, this is it once again. This is your close-up look of the new car. And pretty cool. Ooh, free 2-liter. I like when you have like restaurants on cars like this on diecasts, and there's just like promoting something that's like limited time, but it's obviously there forever because it's on a diecast. I always like that. It's kind of cool. So in 100 years from now, you can still see Diet Pepsi dish plus crazy combo gets you a free 2-liter. Nice. Thank you, Little Caesars. The closest Little Caesars is 45 minutes away from me. But yeah, the only comparison I have for this one is it's the same paint scheme, but all of the yellow minus the numbers and rookie stripe is replaced with liquid color. Now I've already shown this off, so once again, just using this as a quick shot here, but this is what the liquid color looks like. Now I put that to the side. This is what the real car looks like. This is the only car that has a hood in this wave, which is interesting. But here it is. And I mean, not much to say. Same paint scheme. I don't remember if Hertz ever sponsored a car in the past. I don't believe they did. I believe last year was their first year. This year's paint scheme honestly isn't looking too hot. There's no variety at all. It's just all yellow and kind of looks ugly. There's a way to do all yellow good, like the Menards cars, and then there's a way to not do it good, like the 2019 Hertz car, which if that gets put in a wave, yeah, you'll see that eventually. And if it's not put in a wave, I may get it anyway from the website. Anyway, here is the last one of the day. We have Kyle Busch's Memorial Day. I'm going to say Memorial Day because I think that's what it is. Coke 600 paint scheme. Red, white, and blue. M&Ms right here. And yeah, it's close and similar to what he's had in the past Memorial Days. It's not a bad paint scheme, but M&Ms with Kyle Busch, especially early on, used to change up their paint schemes very slightly, but they used to change it every single year. And now, in the last 5 or so years, they haven't changed their M&M paint schemes whatsoever. I think that's mostly due to the fact that they have some sort of promotion car every year the last few years, and they use that for most of the year. But still, when you do have your normal M&M's paint schemes, it should look a little different. And that's to anyone who uses the same paint scheme year in and year out, Penske. It should be different. That's how you make diecast sales, by making them look different. But anyway, that is it for me. This was Wave 11. Wave 12 is coming. I don't know. I still need 4 cars or 3, whatever it is. And that will come to you eventually. So hopefully not another 2 months. And we are also looking forward to 2019 Wave 1, which should be hitting stores soon, I guess. But anyway, that is it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.